Hey there, my beautiful Geminis. Welcome to August, Leo season. I hope you're all well, happy, healthy, wealthy, and abundant. Oh, well, your planet is in or about to be in retrograde August 5th, so let's see how this is going to affect your sign. Let's see. Overall energies from the Halloween Oracle. I see all this Halloween stuff on the shelves and I'm like, let's do it. Alright, let's see. Alright, so we have Hearth. Happiness. Let me put my glasses on because the girl can't see. Alright, so this is happiness in our hearts and our homes. So there could be some kind of like situation in your life to where it feels like home. Let me see if I can find this in the book. Okay. So it says the heart of every home, the fire that visits or unites, winter's warmth, stories, love, and delights. So you might be experiencing some love and delights this month, but let's see. Something that feels like home to you. Maybe that's what you're craving, but let's see. If you don't like the shuffling, you can always fast forward. I don't mind at all. I will meet you there. Okay. Okay. So the main energy, the central energy, the one in the very center is the 10 of coins. And to me, that's the hearth, right? That's the family, that's the stability, that's the kind of making it in life, right? Happiness, love, money, desire. I see in the past you've taken a little bit of a time out in the recent past. Some kind of sadness has kind of just extinguished the fire within you to keep going. It's, I won't say that you gave up. What I'm going to say is you may have given up on the past version of yourself and you were looking for the light. Like, what is it I truly want? Um, because I guess the way you were living up until that point, you were like never fully invested in anything. And when you would invest, it feels like it ended badly. So you're going inside trying to figure out, like, what is it I truly want? Because I've had a lot of things, I've had a lot of desires, but they never quite, like, hit the spot, right? So in your current energy, I see you mainly focused on building something like that secure hearth, the home. The magician's here as well, which says you've got the power in your hands to do this, right? You could be manifesting great abundance. Now, in the future, there's a change here. A lot of times we think of money as a 3D thing, right? It can, like, you may desire beautiful things, you may desire expensive things, you may have had a lot of these things in your life along the way, but what was missing was like the heart. And you've gotten to the place where you're like, I've had abundance in many forms. I've experienced the life of having designer this and driving this car and the house and those type of things. But what's missing is that connective piece that makes it a home, because you can have all of these things and still feel empty. So maybe in the past you were filling a desire through money. It's not bad to want for nice things, you know, that's great, but I see now it's kind of changed a little bit to where you're trying to incorporate family with money, because maybe in the past you had it all and you lost it all, and you see how fragile things are, right? So what you don't see coming is you're moving into a more loving space. Maybe your heart is opening to bringing in what would make a 10 of pentacles, right? So right now you might be in a 9 of pentacles by yourself, building security, stability, working through past traumas, manifesting abundance. In the near future, big change, like I said. You could be dealing with a water sign in the future, either that or just somebody that's full of love, makes you feel safe, makes you feel secure, somebody you're able to vibe with, talk with, express feelings with, be more open and honest, right? So I'm going to get a couple clarifiers for each, but it looks very beautiful. It looks like you're building something pretty solid. I feel like you're working through a lot in your mind as well, kind of coming to the place of like what you truly desire. That's exactly what I thought. Okay, so in the past I see you had so many options. You could be a very good looking person, or just in general, like your personality might be great, and you kind of got lost with that, because you're like, I can have what I want when I want. It's almost like a spoiled kid. You give them everything and then they feel like they deserve it, or they're entitled to it, or so you got, you know, if you give a kid too many toys, they're gonna like get bored really fast. And that's kind of the energy I'm getting, is that you got bored with all the options. Like, it was just too much work to have to figure out, like, well, which option is for me. There was never one that really just stood out to you, like, and if it was, you just ignored it because of all the other options. You're like, I can do whatever I want when I want. But I see that you kind of changed your mindset on things. You're like, I'm just going to invest into me because that's what's going to propel me forward. You may have invested in a certain cup, a certain person. And the energy that I'm getting is the person that you invested in. To me, it feels like almost settling. Like, you got bored really fast, but you wanted to be in a family. You wanted to be in a relationship. You wanted connection with somebody. Even if this person didn't fully give you what you needed as a person, you still weren't trying your hardest to make it work. But at the same time, knowing that there were so many, or the way I'm seeing it is like you're in the relationship, but you're thinking about how much better all these other options could have been, right? So I don't know if you, I don't know how to say it. Like, maybe your soul recognized like you were settling just to be committed or whatever. And so you started to realize, like, this isn't it for me. I can't live like this. Like, this isn't happiness. This isn't home. This isn't hearth, right? It came with, like, some pain and disappointment. Now, you could have been dealing with somebody that couldn't make up their mind. Who knows? I'm not sure. But either way, what I'm getting is you're like, I'm just going to invest in myself because I can trust myself. And I'm not trusting anybody else here. So in the current energy, you've come to the aha moment. Like, yeah, just because I got a lot of options doesn't mean I need to drink from every cup. I need to cut some things out of my life, right? In order to clear my mind, in order to, like, clear my life out, clear my karma. It was some kind of truth. And it could have been in the moment, like, you got everything that you wanted or, you know, monetarily had what you wanted. But there was still conflict. You didn't know if people were like using you for money or your assets or what they could get from you. And so you're like, okay, I'm going to build my own security back up, because I'm sure you lost a lot in this past connection I see up here. And so you're building it back. And you're like, the next time I hit that point of like being with somebody, it's not going to be from a place of an option. It's going to be from a place of like knowing for sure, like, this is my person. And you're like, I'm moving away from all the haters. I don't have time for all the conflict. I don't have time for drama. So I see you very firm in that. You're standing very firm. I'm building something here. I'm manifesting something big. And I do see it coming. It could even be starting in the current moment as far as money is concerned. You could come across an opportunity that could build you up as far as money. But this is like incorporating the 3D and the 5D. Because what I'm getting is, in the past, you have the Page of Wands, and that's just like, like you if you think of the Page of Wands, the Page of Wands is just like, I'm ready to go, I'm gonna explore, almost like the Fool. They're like, I'm gonna do everything, right? And never really accomplish anything. So I see you getting more grounded. I've got the Palace of Coins, and that's basically like that hyper focus on creating a life here in the 3D that's stable, secure, grounded. Well, what's coming in the future is the Palace of Cups, which is that heart space I told you was going to open up for you. In the future, there's somebody that either you're moving towards or they're moving towards you. I see you moving past a lot of toxicity in the near future. The only problem is you battle with, I kind of feel like making that first move or that first jump. Like, as soon as you're ready to jump, the devil comes in and says, you can't do that, you're going to fall. You can't jump off that cliff, you're going to die. You can't fall in love, you're going to fall, you know? And so it's kind of kept you at the place of like, I know what I want, I know where I'm going, but the fear is stopping you from moving forward. So that's why there's this change here in the future, is like, things are going to change. It's like, instead of that, it's almost like you're going to bypass that devil, that fear, and you're like, I'm doing it anyway. Even though I'm scared, even though I don't know where it's going, I don't know if I'll get hurt, I'm going for it anyway. And I think that's where you're going to find this hearth and this home, is somewhere in between these two, the current energy and the things you don't see coming. So now I'm going to look into your money and finances, see if there's like any extra messages for you here. All right, so it says you have people skills, most definitely. You work well with people. Your communication is very, very good. Being a Gemini associated with Mercury, communicating is great, right? You're very good with people. There could be something locked right now, some kind of opportunity. It says, what you want may not be available at this time. It's like, take a temp position. Something about what I'm getting is your people skills can unlock something you feel is locked. Also, I see spiritual work could be on the horizon for you. Maybe speaking, teaching people how to heal, teaching people how to grow. And it says doing some inner work can help you achieve your goals in your career. So maybe there's some inner work that's still keeping this locked, but you do have the skills necessary to unlock that door. So if there's something that you've been thinking about doing or wanting to do, it's definitely saying go for it. Like, use your people skills. You know how to, I don't want to say manipulate, but you know how to get your way when it comes to people. Now I'm going to pull for love, get a couple messages for that, and then some charms, and we're done. Okay. So we have loyalty, making magic, and unsure. All in true Gemini form. Maybe there's a connection that you're still very unsure about. but something about this connection would be a very loyal connection. This would be something that could make magic. It says true love, devotion, trust, believe in love, doubts, and needs time. So either the person you're dealing with or you yourself need time still to understand that this is a true love. This is something that's very devoted to you or will be devoted to you. I feel over time, like I said, in the current energy, I feel you more focused on the 3D things. But I think in the near future, it'll clear up any uncertainty that you have, whether that be about this person or about love in general. Either way, it looks like whoever that is, you'd be making magic together. So let's see. Alright, the charms I have, I've got a seahorse, an anchor, an acorn, a rocking chair, a heart with an infinity symbol, and I said an acorn already. I hope I did. Okay. So with this acorn, this is like, to me, the Ace of Pentacles. You know, the acorn grows into a tree that will like go on for centuries and centuries. And that heart with the infinity symbol is like whoever is coming in for you or is you're unsure about in the current moment is somebody that you may have been through many, you know, past lifetimes together, and this is the lifetime to anchor it in and actually plant the seed. Maybe even somebody that you've known since childhood with the rocking chair. Alright, so letter charms. We have J, D, T, C, E, and, or no, B, and I. So, I don't know, it really doesn't spell much, so take it for whatever it resonates for you. Well, I hope that you find your hearth. I hope that you find your comfort. I hope that you find peace and love in this life for sure. And I wish you all the best. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to continue to see mid-months, make sure to like, show up, be present for the videos, because the top 6 are the ones that get the mid-months. Anyways, I love all of you, and all your love and support is greatly appreciated. I'll see you in the next one.